Well, hi everybody. So I'm going to do a little video showing you what I'm doing for these crazy ranking that you can do, where you can rank your ships up to crazy numbers, up to the 75% reload and 75% turn rate. So I have set up 3 fleets that I'm working on. I'm working on my Torrent Missile MCX fleet. You can see I already have them up to 3 stars. And I just finally figured out a good mix, and this one is actually ranked because I had been ranking this ship. I got it up to 45%, which is about, like halfway as far as ranking goes. Actually, it goes quite a bit farther. So, but I put together these 2 fleets, and what they are is, the trick is to have a Spectre in there, a fast one. And so this one is actually probably the fastest Spectre that you can possibly make. 27, let's say miles per hour, whatever your flavor of speed is. It's paired with this fleet mostly because this Vindicator is also very fast. Now this one in particular was my decoy lighter fleet. Even though it does have a lot of torpedoes, if you want to be really light, you only put 1 up there. This one is just a hair slower. This is 23, and the other one was 27, so quite a bit slower. This is too slow. This is actually probably the same speed as the Vindicator. It's 23 versus 24, so it's actually slower than it. So I had another Vindicator here, and it was dying because it was outpacing the sub. Everything has to be slower than the sub, which is what's catching me on some stuff. In these, I have some Shell MCXs, these 3 that I've kind of been working on for a while. I built them a while back. I don't have a build really for them yet, so they're just kind of ranking them up until I figure something out. But I am getting 1 mortar in there, and then my other 3. So I have my entire DNX mortar fleet, so we can get all those. So what we're doing is we send all 3 of these out. And this is basically what I do. I send boom, boom, and then this one I send it to 71s and 55s. So this one I have to run on my own, and the other 2 run on auto. And you can imagine with 3 fleets going at the same time, I can wipe out an area pretty quickly. So on a 55, I will get hit by the missiles. There's no way around it. On a 71, you actually, even with Torrent missiles and the strike system, you can do no damage. There's just like 1 ship you really have to make sure that you stay right on your edge, because it has siege missiles, and siege missiles don't outrange Torrent missiles, but they're really very close. Ah, I lucked out on that one. You usually have to turn in and get another volley off on that thing. So you just want to get up here, and then you want to be the next one by the time it reloads. And boom, you're done. And by the time you leave this one, those 251s should be about done. Almost. That's a fast little boat there. Wow, look at that guy go. Alright. So I can find just 71 to show. Let's see, I spawned 71s now. Woohoo! That's a big negative. Well, since he's collecting, we might find a 71 before too long. Okay, so those finish that. So let's show you one of these. We'll show you the one with the Vindicator. One little trick about the Vindicator one is is if you're doing the impulse cannons or impulse launchers, don't put enough in the fleet to actually trigger an explosion. Because the explosion, you don't get VXP from explosions. You only get VXP from the volleys. Oh, here they are. We'll send him over there, but we're going to go into and watch this one, Siege. Yeah, this one. Okay, let's watch this one. This is I don't click any buttons or anything, but you can see kind of the ranges. It's assault torpedo Bs, but with the Reaver engine thing, it really reduces its field of view. This was a ship I was planning on doing another fleet for getting inside people's bases, but I only ever built the first ship. I never built the rest of the fleet. But you can kind of see what it's doing. We got one mortar fleet, which almost takes forever to get to a point it can fire. And oh, there it goes, finally fires. And all the graphics went nuts. And I think that the Vindicator on this side, the side of the mortar ship, actually does better than if it was on the other side. I think I had one on the other side that took damage on occasion. One good thing to have on these things is one ship with a lot of hailstorm, which is why I want to have at least one of the DNXs in each of these two, because it always is going to shoot mortars, especially when these have a very short range. But you got to basically see how that works. And then I just keep finding targets for it. So the 71 that I'll do is pretty simple to do. I like to turn left on all of them. It's just my knee-jerk habit. It's kind of once you find a path that you like, a path that has little to no damage, you don't try any other ones. You're like, well, the graphics are goofed. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's let this move a little bit. Okay. And this ship will stop moving, and I don't want to shoot it yet. And then getting hurt if I end up shooting it. And I want to stay kind of on the border range of this guy, because he has a siege missile. As long as I stay kind of far out, I will not get popped by it. And then you just come in. He has a siege missile too, so don't get too far inside his range either. And see, you walk away with that one with no damage. Easy peasy chicken squeezy. So, with this process, I will be working on the Torrent fleet. I'll be working on the DNX fleet. I'll be working on those 3 shell MCXs and 1 Vindicator at a time. They take 15 days to build anyway, so it's going to be a while before they're done, so I can at least get some of them kind of ranked up ahead of time. But that's what I'm working on. That's kind of what I'm doing. Just wanted to give you all an update. Not a whole lot else going on. I do have finished 2 Vindicators, and I think I started my 3rd one. Let's check and make sure. I think what I did with this one, though, I decided I'm going to do no armor so they can rank up faster. I will probably drop the armor on the ones I actually already have built so I can rank them up a whole lot faster. I think that's the plan for that. When I get enough uranium, I can finish the R5, and that will probably be next week, which will be good. And then after that, I will I might start the Dreadnought. So that's that. That changed a whole lot to my base. Been hit a couple times. I was told to make this not move. This will actually eventually become this ship, because I did get this in the last raid. I got one of them. I got one, see? And I picked up that, and I picked up the, so I got these two UAVs. I got to figure out which one I ought to put on the fleet. I don't know yet, but we'll figure that out at some point. And that's about it. That's about all that's going on. Those are like the only two things I really picked up in the raid. I might have picked up some little crap, but no, actually, I don't think I did. I think I picked up those two, and I took it all the way to 10 million, so I'd pick up the rest of the uranium. But that was it. Anyway, that's all I know. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.